There are a few ways to perform a successful drop volley. Each of these involve masking the drop shot, good timing, proper technique, and of course what's called the continental grip, also known as the hammer grip. An easy way to understand how to perform a drop volley is to first compare it to a basic slice volley. If you watch the path of my paddle, it begins above the ball, then drives down and forward, with the face of the paddle near parallel to the net, at contact. If we then watch the path of my paddle during the slice drop volley, we can see that it has a similar geometry, but much more of a downward angle. It's this downward cutting motion that gives the ball more backspin and less depth, making it very difficult for the opponent to return. It is essential to maintain the correct starting point, contact point, and finishing point of the stroke, while also utilizing the proper biomechanics in your wrist positioning, shoulder extension, trunk rotation, and foot placement. It may sound too complex, but don't worry, most of these techniques will come naturally through practice. When the contact point falls below the height of the net, all the same technical aspects remain. However, now the face of my paddle is facing up towards the sky at contact, instead of flat and forward like before. The subtle differences between the forehand and backhand drop volleys are mainly in the positioning of the wrist, before, through, and after contact. Where the backhand remains in wrist extension from beginning to end, the forehand begins with wrist extension, but transfers into wrist flexion through contact and afterwards. Also make sure you are still holding the continental grip, moving in a high to low slicing motion, and are utilizing the proper angles during the starting point, contact point, and finishing point of the stroke. This is a skill that will take time to master, so be patient with yourself, and remember that failure is the only true path to success. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more.